I mean,
Name a Democrat city that's prospering right now.
well, it would have to be one that's affordable.
Name one.
It's ironic, but it's Minneapolis. Literally, Minneapolis is, before this last round of like federal punishments, is straight up one of the best cities in America, one of the most thriving cities in the United States of America. Isn't that fucking crazy? Like, Donald Trump is punishing a blue city in a blue state for not voting for him, and they were doing fine. They were doing great, as a matter of fact. They were doing much better than major blue metros that are not doing fine because of insane influence of the real estate lobby, making it impossible to live there. So much so that while we were talking about the mayoral race that was going on, shouts out to Omar Fateh, there were conversations in this chat between me and another chatter saying, well, affordability is not as big as a problem in Minneapolis because the Minneapolis has actually been pretty on the ball under the leadership of Jacob Fry, regardless of all the other problems, and they've built quite a bit of housing and keeping prices relatively affordable in comparison to other major metropolitan areas. Did you make that face because you think Seattle is not a failed blue city? Yes, I don't. I think people grossly over-exaggerate how poorly blue cities are doing in this country, especially when they're some of the best places to live, which is part of the problem, ironically enough. Name one: Philadelphia, Boston, New York City, Los Angeles. These are great cities to live in. What the f*** are you talking about? Minneapolis, as I already mentioned. Chicago's beautiful. The thing is, a lot of these places could be more livable. They could be much nicer. They could be more livable. A lot of that stems from the corrosive influence of the real estate lobby, where they keep the inventory low so that the homeowners, which oftentimes comprise like 60% of the population and certainly are overrepresented in the voter eligible population, the ones that do actually go out and vote, homeowners, want all of their net worth to be associated with their housing, because housing is no longer just shelter, but instead people's livelihood. They take mortgages out, or they used to, not anymore. Now the interest rates are crazy, but they used to take mortgages out. And it's their leverage. For many of these people, they only know the price of housing going up. Their entire lives revolve around the price of housing going up. So if the price of housing goes down because there's now, more readily available inventory, for example, then all of a sudden, a lot of these people who perceive themselves to be like upper middle class individuals, people with a nest egg or whatever, are going to be poor in comparison. This is the major problem. I say crash the housing market, for the record. I think, or not crash the housing market, but like burst the housing bubble and let 1 million houses bloom. Let 1 million units bloom. Make all different types of affordable housing. Make government housing to change the housing market in this country. Be awesome. Decommodify housing.